All right, man, we're live. Welcome to the Mid Show. Second live show, episode 3 technically. This is Eddie, Chief, White Sox, Dave. How are we, boys? How are we feeling today, Dave? Have the nerves subsided? Are you feeling better today than you were last Tuesday?
I'm rejuvenated, Edward. We had a nice long weekend, and we're all millionaires now.
We're not millionaires.
I know.
You said people genuinely text you thought you were a millionaire?
I could show you a dozen DMs, texts, whatever.
How many stupid people do you have in your phone then? Because who would think that we're millionaires after Friday?
Plenty.
Are they morons?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, all right.
I mean,
like, because
it was more people that don't follow Barstool, like as a whole.
As a whole,
yeah.
Okay.
They just make assumptions. Yeah.
We'll be having a former frequent guest of our Sirius show join the show at the 15-minute mark, and I'm excited for her.
You want to say who it is?
Yeah, it's Rico Bosco.
Yeah, Bosco.
So Bosco is going to be hopping in here at the 15-minute mark. I wish we could play his old music, but YouTube, I think they like boot you. They got a quick hook for that shit.
Yeah,
so.
I don't remember what it was.
It was Levels, right?
No, it was the last chapter by like Mike Muscala or some shit like that. I forget exactly what it was.
Is Rico a millionaire after Friday?
I don't know. We'll find out. This will be good to know. Today's episode of The Mid Show is presented by Miller Lite. From fireside conversations to game days, this time of the year means more moments with the coolest people in your life. Make these moments even better with Miller Lite, the light beer for people who love beer. Dave, tell me about the winter time and what Miller Lite means to you and having a good Miller Lite.
I mean, it's just not limited to winter time, Ed. Even though during the winter, you get home, there's a nice stiff wind in your face, 20 degrees out, you're miserable. It's nice to come home to a Miller Lite, but we do got summer on the horizon and spring, obviously, St. Patrick's Day. It's never a bad time for Miller time.
We do. Miller Lite is brewed for taste. It hits different than other light beers, made from simple ingredients. Miller Lite is for people who love the taste of beer. Malted barley gives it the rich, balanced toffee note flavors and the golden color you know and love. And a clean finish means it's always refreshing and easy to drink. Go for the beer that invented light beer with 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. Miller time is always a good time. It's the original light beer and still the best one. Miller Lite, great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/redline to find the delivery options near you. Or let's be honest, it's Miller Lite. You could find it anywhere that they sell beer. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.
This is bullshit right off the top.
Yeah, I
we
saw
got this looks like an ambush.
And I just asked you if Danny was going to be on this podcast. You're like, oh,
I had nothing to do with this, so he's got a bag.
You knew about it though.
I did not. I did not know about this. You can give me. I'm getting ambushed all over the place. I just saw your tweet,
dude.
Because you're a conniving little prick.
No, but
you, dude.
Before we get into, do you want to do snack wraps first? Or do you want to have your weird milk first?
That's not mine, dude. I don't know. Like someone wrote that out, which is funny. And if I refute it, everyone's gonna say I'm suppressing shit. But you could pull that up on the screen. Chief's last tweet and Chaps' tweet was incredible after it all about how.
Well, yeah, because it makes it seem like you're just blowing huge loads.
It looks like it's come.
We did spend a lot. We recorded an episode of the Dog Walk today. We talked a lot about fertility clinics, and maybe you have a lot of experience because you're just having pints of cum at a time. So what are we doing here, Dan?
What is this?
So I know a guy. He got me some snack wraps.
Stop.
So we're gonna make Chief and Dave eat their words by dissing the snack wrap. And Eddie, you can have. There's 10 here. Yes.
Wait, how did you get this?
A friend of a friend. He owns a couple of McDonald's. Said he can make them for me
No
for the show.
shit. But they don't have the selects anymore. I'm so confused.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. He's got some crispy chicken in there. All right.
Let's go. This is huge. There it is. There's the picture on the thing.
I brought this up last week.
You brought it up last week. Yeah. Did you write it or who wrote it? You wrote it.
What do you mean?
I could see that.
Oh no, I didn't write that.
Someone wrote it. It's not mine. But it's funny and disgusting all at the same time. So
keep passing.
Whoa, wait, hold on. There's different ones.
Is that milk from your body or just milk that you bought?
It's from my body. It's from my lactation.
Teat.
Dude.
All right, so this goes back to the snake draft yesterday where you said you could do anything. You're the king of America.
Yeah.
You can make any law in the world, and you're one.
My first law was a pander law, like I said. I'm like, I'm going to be off
You
for the
think
people.
snack wraps are that important?
We could play the clip.
All right, play the clip.
Play the clip.
Oh, I don't want to
ask the question.
No.
Why are you going to frame it, then? Ask him if people...
Because you're the spin doctor.
No, ask him if there's an internet contingent.
No, I'm going to ask him if he thinks that if he could do anything in the world.
No, that's not the fucking... That's not the point. Ask him if he thinks that there is an internet contingent.
We got a real problem
Clive,
here.
the future of ZD relies on this, okay?
He's trying to pull at your heartstrings. Don't let him.
Clem, listen. Clem. Okay. Would you say that there is a big internet outcry that everybody wants the McDonald's snack wrap to return? Is that a thing?
McDonald's snack wrap might be the number one most requested fast food item on the internet right
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's my case. Morons. Morons. Morons.
Wait a second, though. Wait a second.
Raw emotion. Raw emotion because it's so hard being boxed in to make it seem like you're the alien, when in reality you guys are the aliens.
See,
And I
here's
think-
the thing.
You framed it in a way that was like, oh, this is the number one thing in the world you would do is bring back snap racks, which
what do you
don't
want?
have to be brought back. Apparently, we got a nice hot one right here.
No, you can't. Do you know how many people are going to be jealous of this right now?
Yeah, this is
First
for,
of all, do you got any like ranch over there?
Yeah, this is for content
There's ranch
purposes
on
only.
this, bro.
Is there?
Yes, that's
Should
the
be
thing.
some
It's
extra.
cheese, ranch, and lettuce. Now, Dave, are you going to back off a little bit? Like a little bit? Because people have been saying, like, you're an idiot, Dave.
Why is he an idiot?
First of all, I was like,
First
way.
of all, I'm an idiot because I called the wrong guy. I should not have called Clem. That was a massive.
Call
That was a
whoever you want.
rookie,
Who would you want to
rookie
call?
lawyer mistake right there.
Yeah.
But I just said I hadn't noticed it, and it was mostly between you two. But I'm being like completely.
You said in the social clip, it says, I have never seen one person
I haven't.
ask for these
I
back.
haven't.
He doesn't eat fast food. He only eats beefs.
Yeah, which is a crazy
You guys like to
conversation.
spin shit. I
No,
said I
that
don't
is-
eat like global
Yes.
fast food chain. Like
don't
I
eat-
eat McDonald's
He
breakfast.
eats
I don't-
Cornish hens only.
Yeah.
When he's eating chicken, he goes to Cornish hens.
You say you don't eat.
I will say though, this does look fine.
All right, take a bite. Let's see if you understand the hype or if you're for it.
How much were these a piece?
He's got the hookup. This is crazy that you found these.
Sometimes it takes a vice president to get things done.
Dude, that's
You just made yourself
That's
vice
impressive.
president.
Yeah, I think I earned it.
well, you like know
Yeah,
someone
it's
that
good.
owns a McDonald's, right? Is that who you got it from? Respect.
It's good.
Jim Graziano tagged like the McDonald's, a former McDonald's chef. Well, yeah, it's good, right?
Yeah. I mean, if I never ate it again, I wouldn't give a flying
Chief
fuck.
looks disgusting.
Yeah, I didn't really like that bite.
It's.
I also don't like. I don't want a piece of American cheese on.
I know.
Piece
Yeah.
of fried
It's
chicken.
also probably-
That's why the fillet of fish freaks me out because
That's gross too.
American cheese on
fish.
Yeah, no.
It's probably Chief's first time eating McDonald's, period.
Probably.
No, I like
Besides the
McDonald's.
hash brown.
But I get the sausage egg muffin, or I'll get a plain double cheeseburger, and that's it. Those are my orders.
All right, but back to Dave. So you didn't back off. You just said Chief was more outspoken than you. Would you like to back off?
Recording
your
in
statement
progress.
that nobody asks for these?
I mean, well, I typed it in and I saw a few dozen people ask for it. Sure, but I mean, Twitter's a big ocean.
My point stands that if it was so good, then it would still be on the
Yeah,
menu.
it's not. I mean, they have all these
would
ingredients
have to
anyways.
send the
There's
vice president
flour
out.
tortilla, shredded lettuce, a slice of American cheese, and a slice of fake chicken.
Did you ask them why it's not on the menu anymore?
No, I will though.
Okay.
We might be doing some follow up stuff with them, so we'll see.
Okay, that
we
would
can
be
do
great.
the life and history of the snack wrap,
I
or the
would-
rise and demise.
I would love to have them sit in one of those chairs.
I'm guessing
told
it's 'cause
you-
the demand's just not there.
It's not. It is.
If it was there, if they were, what's the sign say? 5 billion people served. They're not going up and selling 5 billion of these chicken sandwiches.
But sometimes it's a space issue. They always talked about it, and I'm pretty sure it was a space issue.
What do you mean?
You only have
they
so
made
many
money of
slots in. They have so many fucking containers. They could
Then
open and
it's-
close.
It's probably like
Because it's
rid of
not
something else.
economical, right? If it was so economical and so popular, you would make space for it. You would find a way to make it work.
Thank
or
you.
you would charge more because everyone says it's so fucking good.
Yeah.
The reason they're not
You know,
selling as
it's-
many of
he's
these
talking
as they
about
are Big
economics,
Macs is
supply
because
and
the
demand.
Big Mac is popular and this is garbage.
I think it's because
No, it's
the
not garbage.
I don't want
McDonald's
another bite.
tortilla
I'll finish it.
is not very multi-use. It's just a snack wrap, you know.
So that's all they have them for.
I would assume,
Tortillas.
right?
I mean, you can a little fucking stack in a plastic bag like this goes a long way.
If anything,
It'll be done in a
they
second.
probably have more space for these ingredients because you get more sandwiches than you would at the burger runs.
They're doubling down, Ed.
Yeah, I think I'm absolutely right.
It's
about
all right
this.
to just be like, "Hey, I was wrong."
I took
There's
a bite
nothing
of your
wrong.
shit sandwich here.
There's nothing wrong with saying I was wrong.
I'm not.
See, no, he's wrong right now. He doesn't
Why am I
dislike
wrong
it
right-
that much.
I don't like the cheese on there. I genuinely didn't like the cheese. But My point was that you wanted to make this the number one thing in America that you would change if you were in charge of all the laws.
Yeah, what do you want me to say? I'd get rid of capital fucking gains tax like I'm fucking Alabama fucking Big T? Like, okay. It's a fucking comedy draft.
Pick a better sandwich. Pick a better sandwich.
Like I even said at the beginning, I was like, this is a pander. If I'm in the big chair, if I'm in the Oval Office, I'm doing something that people will love. And I know people fucking love this. And
not enough because they don't sell them anymore.
It's a fact. They sell them in Canada. They sell them in certain spots nationwide.
They sell poutine.
They just
in Canada.
don't sell it
Canada's
all
regarded
nationwide.
for having like some of the worst food in the world.
Yeah,
Canada is?
Yeah, good
what
food.
food do they have in Canada?
They got Tim
When
Hortons.
have you ever
which
been to
people
like
fucking love.
No, Tim Hortons has gone downhill big
Dude,
time.
they butchered it.
I
you know
think
what makes sense?
They got bought by somebody.
By the company that owns Burger King.
There you go.
And Burger King
I think
got
we've actually talked.
Burger
about
King's
this
been
before.
banned.
Burger
since,
King got death sentence, dude.
They've been banned in my household since 1996. So I wasn't there for the demise.
Yeah.
You want another one, Dave? Seems like you like it.
Are you sure?
It's Fat Tuesday.
I'm in ketosis right now.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That PETA will keep you there, I'm sure. So yeah,
Tortilla.
Rico Bosco will be on soon. I don't know what this. There's nothing I could actually say at this point. I'm more alarming for you though, Ryan, because we know White Sox Dave is the guy.
Oh, Ryan.
Where you could have. I had to Ryan him.
Yeah.
White Sox Dave's the guy where you could have literally a theater of 300 people and $2.99 on one side, him on the other side, and he'll still be there kicking up like a bull, ready to fight them
Sometimes
all.
299 people out of 300 are wrong.
Yeah. Okay. But but for you to not back off at all is a little.
My point is that if it
He's
was
not listening to
good
your point.
enough to be on the menu, and
Be on
enough
the menu.
people wanted it on the menu, which is measured not by tweets but by dollars, then it would be on the menu. You're siding with a few mutants on the internet. I'm siding with the 5 billion people in that McDonald's.
It's not 5 billion. It's billions and billions.
Whatever it is.
Even
So,
more.
do you think that's the case when it comes to everything? Everything that's discontinued is because it didn't make money?
You're
Typically,
talking.
yeah.
You want to talk
Typically,
about
I would say.
cancellation
Yeah.
now, Ed?
I would say typically,
Yeah. If
but I would say there are exceptions to that.
I think that the exceptions to that rule would typically be like TV shows. Like Seinfeld probably could have kept going for several years, but it was like, we're done. And I bet you they could have dragged Thrones out for a while if they didn't want to butcher that last season. They could drag shows out because there'll still be an audience, but
When it comes to creative work,
yeah.
well, that
But
show Mindhunter, I saw that.
that was a
comment
good
on
show.
but they said it was super expensive to make, and
So it wasn't economical.
they're not going to. They said they didn't meet their viewing requirements, but also
It's a
they didn't
shame.
meet Netflix's viewing requirements. Like that's their
I also
arbitrary number.
yeah. 'Cause I don't.
Which maybe there are metrics baked behind it, but at the same time, maybe there's not.
But what do they care? Let's just put it in the fucking catalog, right? I mean, they're worth.
I don't know.
I don't
Netflix
know
is the
how
king
that-
of like one and done seasons. It feels one and done shows. So, thank you, Danny. Did you
got
enjoy?
it.
Did you like it?
I didn't have one yet.
Do you have a take on this at all?
Yeah, I think you guys are a little.
Do you have any sausage McMuffins in there?
in La La Land? No, I said snack
Yeah,
wraps only.
This
I
is the second time I've consumed
This
McDonald's.
is just Chief and Dave's stubbornness. It's gonna get
It's
them
not
killed one day.
stubbornness. I was asked a question. Have you seen the outcry for the return of the whatever the fuck chicken wrap? And I said no. And he says that I'm crazy. I agree with Chief that if it were such a hit at McDonald's, that it would be on every single McDonald's menu.
Yeah, you think McDonald's is want to play more in the chicken space? They're getting smoked by Chick-fil-A and all.
Well,
these
that's
other
where honestly, I think they just have bad strategy because they have their chicken sandwich. I don't know if people like it or not. I don't think I've ever had one.
With the McChicken?
No, they have
Oh,
like
their crispy chicken
they have
deluxe,
like
yeah. Oh, it's good.
If
Is
you want
it?
to talk to me about chicken selects, I'll listen.
that's
Those actually
they
are
go-
pretty fine.
But you're all right. You're caught. They're hand in
am I
hand.
caught?
These are chicken selects, Dodo.
The whole, but it's not just you. I was thinking about taking the
Caught.
bread off.
You're
Why
caught.
is that
You're
caught?
an idiot.
Why
You're
is
a-
that caught?
Caught.
Why is
You
that
just blew
caught?
your argument.
Why is
Moron.
that caught?
Moron again.
Why is that caught?
Because they like you said, bring chicken selects. Obviously, they weren't profitable. So why would they?
Yeah, it's like saying I like
Yeah.
crispy chicken breast, but
There
I don't
was-
like the McChicken.
Yeah, there was no demand. So like,
Yeah, so
But-
that's why
but
it's
here-
not on the menu
but-
anymore.
but-
I liked
but
those
you
better
said you
than
would
this,
hear it.
but I wasn't saying that there's some big outcry. I didn't make it my number one law.
yeah, but that's the
Moron.
point, though. That's all this
Toby.
is. That's all this is.
Real quick, thank you, Johnny
But-
Funk.
hold on.
Full disclaimer. I'm leaving. Full disclaimer. These are not available everywhere. This is for content purposes only. I'm gonna put them in the fridge. They'll be there
Yeah,
later.
someone's gonna
Chief,
probably
you
go
can take a
and
full
Put him
bag
next
home.
to Ed's
off.
weird milk, and I'm sure it'll be there for eternity.
But my final point is this: Chief wanted to bring back the chicken selects.
I didn't say that.
Or
I said I would listen.
You'd
to you.
listen, right?
Yeah.
Not trying to put words in your mouth and
Thank
skew
you.
anything.
Do it. Put words.
He
right
said
in
that he wanted to bring back the chicken select.
his mouth.
Or now you're fucking getting me all screwed up.
Yeah.
He would listen to
I
you
think that
when you're
happens
talking
naturally to you.
about the chicken select.
I'm putting a fucking pez
on.
in your mouth.
But he doesn't give a shit if they bring it back or not. Nobody
Correct.
actually cares if they bring that back. Not one person on the planet is like, holy
No one's
fuck.
doing fucking hunger strikes
Yeah.
in the drive-through waiting.
It's a
for
bunch of
chicken
people fucking talking on the internet.
selects. It's a bunch of people being like, "Oh yeah, I
Dave,
remember
what
those."
do you like that you care about that you want to come back?
I couldn't even tell you off the top of my head.
Do you have another item?
There's nothing.
Start rattling stuff off. I'll tell you yes or no.
There's more like a season of this, a season of that. Look at this. Is so gross. Whose is this?
That's
though?
it's labeled. It's yours.
I didn't write that.
It
Someone
looks like your handwriting.
got milk. Looks like female handwriting. Can we bring Rico in? Is he here?
We have a time zone issue with
No,
Rico.
he's not here. No,
Still waiting.
no, he'll be here soon.
Okay.
I don't know. Regardless, congratulations on your first snack wrap. I think people do care, but we could keep moving it on. I guess.
If I never have another one of those again, I won't think about snack wraps again ever.
I just got a text from Jeff D. Lowe, who's like pretty in the know about this stuff, I feel too. And he's from Ohio. Ohio, if you don't know, you could ask Nick about this too. Ohio is like the #1 place where they do like trials for shit. He said fast food chains do this all the time. Wraps have been gone for a while, and a lot of times less about demand and more about just the ease for stores to make them. Like I've been saying forever, resources, inventory, and extra products, tortillas, etc.
But Ed, you don't
Taco
need to finish
Bell
reading this
is the
because
king for taking
if
things away.
people
W
wanted
for
it
Eddie.
so badly, they would have gotten rid of another menu item.
But they do this shit for hype too. That's a thing as well. Like they
That's
want.
not what we're
like,
talking about.
but-
We're moving
Right.
goalposts
That's like.
I'm not moving goalposts.
Like
but
the
like
McRib
again,
shit?
the other angle of that.
McRib is for hype and the Shamrock Shake. Like they want to
Totally,
make
that's
that
a
year round.
seasonal.
And
It's
they
like
want
the
people to get fucking riled
pumpkin
up.
spice at Starbucks.
Yeah.
That, like that's fine.
Now that looks gross. Can you remove that from the table, please? That looks
I
really
can wrap
gross.
it back up. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks
How's
better.
that?
Better. Thank you.
Right,
But
so
again,
the-
if it was so good and people wanted so much, you could just be like, "We're charging $8 for the sandwich, or whatever, or $10 for the
And
sandwich."
they wouldn't do that because no one actually gives a fuck
Right.
about a shitty
Like,
little
I'm not
chicken
going to pay
wrap.
$10 for a chicken wrap. Give me the Big Mac for $4.
all right, whatever.
Checkmate.
Bosco
I
said
just
he's
checkmated
jumping in.
you.
We should let people know the St. Patrick's Day sale in the Barstool store is live.
How about our Italian guy, Red Ed? He came up with that design.
It's a good design.
That's a very
It's
good design. We got that one.
Breast flag.
Got nobody does St. Patrick's Day on the back like Chicago.
I like
go
it.
check
Which
that
is
out.
true.
Go check that out.
Sure, a bunch of greasy
Eddie,
New
can you hold
Yorkers
that
will
hoodie up again?
try to combat me on that one.
What is this?
Irish car bomb.
Oh, can't say that.
Yeah, that's actually
You
offensive.
can't actually
No,
say
it's
that.
offensive. No,
Did
it's
you know
offensive.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
It's fucked up.
that? Yeah, someone. I've
an-
told this story before. I probably shouldn't
All
say
right,
it again.
we have Rico.
We have Rico here. Bosco.
What's up? What's your handle now?
Stool Mid Show on Twitter, and I think it's Barstool Mid Show on
The
Instagram.
mid show?
And yeah, Stool Mid Show on Twitter,
Oh, got it.
Barstool Mid Show on Instagram and TikTok.
right.
What's going on, Bosco? I
Move
feel
to
like
a basement? What's going on there?
Yeah, but the basement is not the basement that it was. We had a septic backup months ago, waiting to get it fixed. So like, it's bare bones. It's not. I'm staring at these three TVs that are collecting dust. Like it's a rarity now, so it's tough. But
septic backup. Was it like shit geyser? And like, was it bad?
not horrific. But like, yeah, I mean, it wasn't great. It's all clean now, obviously. Shout out to Roto Rooter, I think. I don't know, but whatever. No free ads.
No
But,
free ads for your local plumber. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you're on-
Free ads if you'll redo a basement for free, though. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
If you're on the island, you're Rico shit guy. Go check him out. You still got the ticker down there or no?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Rico, so what's going on? I feel like we haven't talked to you since we did that draft at the beginning of the year, but
Yeah, you guys picked a hell of a day for me to be happy. I'll tell you that. I got fleeced at the car delership today. Fleeced.
What'd you buy, Rico?
what happened?
Are
I
you a
didn't buy
millionaire now
thing.
too?
The lease is up. I extended it, and now it's up against the miles. So like you're out of leeway. I got like 2 weeks until it goes back. They can't extend it anymore. I'm up against it with the miles. And the deal we had in place, I show up and the guy's like, "Yeah, listen, some things happen, this and that. Like, it's like $300 more a month, right?"
Just shout out that car dealership. We'll take
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, it's tough.
I can't talk.
So, well, I'm trying to negotiate now, but for a guy trying not to lose his cool, it was definitely a test today.
Did you storm out of there?
I got up. I did the back and forth. Why? You got to be kidding me! Like I did that, so it was tough. But
Did he know who you were?
Yeah. Did you ask him if he knows who your father is or anything?
No, but I'm wondering if he like cleared some blunt objects off of his desk as he saw you approaching.
thanks. I deserve that. No, he didn't. He didn't have to do that. It was tough
good.
though. It's definitely tough. So
Is this your first time leasing? Would you lease again?
no, it's like my fourth
Oh, so you're like a veteran in the lease game.
veteran in the lease game. Yeah, so I thought I was good to go.
That's unfortunate. Are you guys you ever lease something?
Never leased a car.
I never hear. I know
haven't.
they push that shit heavy. They want you to lease now.
Yeah, I don't know. The days of like the good payments, I'm hearing are gone, and I'm also hearing insurance is through the. Well, I know for a fact my insurance is through the roof because everything's getting stolen now, and these people have it down to a science. They can tell if your mirrors are down, if your mirrors are in or something like that. They know the key fab's in there or something. Like it's a whole crazy thing.
What do you have? A Kia?
No, Chevy.
There you go.
Okay.
Chevy
Gotcha.
Drive Chicago, the best.
Yeah,
we don't
should
really
have
have that
Chevy.
problem in Chicago where people just jack your cars for
Yeah,
no reason.
that's never happened here.
Yeah.
Can't relate.
No, but that's the Kia thing. They're like starting those things up with like fucking USBs. Like there's like a hack or
Yeah.
something I saw. It's crazy.
Wild.
So we're sorry to catch you on a bad day. Thanks for joining.
No,
though.
it's all right. I needed this to distract it. It's been craziness all day.
Yeah, like I said off the top of the show, you were a frequent caller into our serious show. Just talk about weddings, just bullshit about anything. So it's great to have you on. We're sorry we couldn't play the music too. I wonder if we'll ever be back on a platform where we could play that. What was the name of that song?
Final chapter, Mike Maniscalco.
Yeah.
We need Dante to just remix it.
Yeah, just
That's
make,
all- I
make
mean,
like his own version.
He knows how to do that shit.
I'm sure.
Dante
he
sent me a weird text last night with either a tweet or tweet about something religious, I think, and then it was deleted. And then I was like, "Hey," and I was like, "It's deleted," and he never responded. So I don't know.
He's trying to find the Lord. I mean, we're coming up on
I
Lent.
don't
here.
know. I don't know. Dante's my guy, but I don't know what that was about.
Does Dante need to go to the loony bin? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, it was like I don't know what it was about. It was something obviously I had probably referenced or like inside joke, but I just couldn't click it. I don't know what it was. I don't know.
Would you like to get Dante on the phone right now to ask him?
I don't like that feature.
What?
Like, if you're going to give people the ability to take a text back, the other person can never know it was sent.
No. The tweet was deleted.
Oh, it was a tweet. Okay. All right.
Oh, the
all right.
unsend.
Yeah.
unsend
Yeah.
text
I
button.
thought you said, yeah, okay.
Wait, you
Nah,
can
he's
unsend
all
text
good.
now?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You could the pin or the Why are you laughing? It's no surprise Dave didn't realize that was a new feature.
I know it, Ed.
Pretty big news.
For someone as
He
like we just
laughed,
talked about
right.
this last week.
He laughed, so I can't bring it
No,
up.
you
Did he
laughed
laugh?
too. You started the laugh. You started the waterfall.
This is
For someone who just said a week ago that he can't wait to be old. You can't make fun of me for being old. I don't. I have a finite like level of technological things that I know and I don't want any more of. And I guess unsending texts is one of them. Like whatever we're at right now, I don't need technology to advance to anything. I'm happy where I am now.
How about this? I'll give you guys this. Keep it light. Friday, I went out for the first time in years.
Did
Like
you get
late,
white girl
like-
wasted?
What?
Did you get white girl wasted?
No, because I knew I had shit to do Saturday. So, like, it was definitely buzzed. And I walked along the boulevard. The 24-hour diner that has been, that was the spot on the strip of bars, was closed. So I was like, I wrote the blog. Everything I know is a sham. So I guess I wanted to blame. I can't blame the diner because of COVID and stuff like that. And like, shout out small businesses. And if people aren't going, like, you got to weigh the cost. What I do want to blame is the kids. Why are these kids not out late now that they're giving this diner business like we had for the last 30 years?
They're doing Go Puffs and Uber Eats in advance. That's all they're doing.
Shout out
I had a very similar experience like 6 weeks ago, maybe. I was out late and I wanted some diner food, and our 24-hour diner, Hollywood Grill, closes it. It says it's got a big ass marquee that says open 24 hours. We get there and they close at 2 a.m. now. What the fuck?
Oh, they used to close at 4 p.m. They went through for a while.
It's 2 a.m. now on like Friday, Saturday, Sunday or something.
No, I mean, that's happening all over the place.
Goddamn shame.
That's happening all over. But, dude, we just did a whole podcast on it. Apparently, did you know less kids than ever are getting their license at 16 now?
Yeah, that's a fact.
I didn't know that. We had a beat down. We get it at 17. The day I turned 17. Yeah, we.
It's
and then there was a rumor like if you don't get your permit, you can't get your license on time. So we were racing to get our permits.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why you would ever not want to drive.
Kids are more kids today would rather just have their parents drive them, and they can Uber around.
Soft.
Yeah, they don't want to be independent. They're not like no one's drinking in high school and young, like skirting the law a little bit like they used to. Less teens today are having sex than ever before.
Soft.
So it's just people just don't want to do like grown up shit. They want to play Fortnite.
That's why the CYO league's folding.
Is that right? Damn.
The Little League's folding?
The CYO leagues, aren't numbers down?
Yeah, that's.
Well, Catholicism is down. Our numbers are down. We got that's why there's no participation in CYO. Just all Catholics are down.
Yeah.
I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful what I say about CYO.
Why is there beef again?
No, squash. But some people have sent the clips of they're getting out. Let's put it that way. The world's much smaller than I thought.
Since you revealed your face, people know who you know.
Yeah, you say something on the stream, it's getting put back out. So I wish everybody well, obviously.
Yeah. When are you when are you out of the safe house, Rico? Are you going to be back rocking around there, or are you kind of enjoying this new kind of era for you?
No, I think soon. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Are you? What do you mean? You go back to the office? What
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the rubber room. Still in the rubber room.
How long do you have like a set date, like a set suspension date?
Well, listen, I think I'm good, and then they put these things in front of me, like the guy lies to me about the car. Like that might be 2 weeks before I can like go back. Like, what do you want me to do?
I feel you there.
Do you want to
I'm
come
making
out?
waves. I'm trying. I mean,
You want to come out here for March?
no, I gotta figure out if we're doing anything for March. I wonder what the plan is. Obviously.
But I mean, if you're in the rubber room, I mean.
Oh, yeah,
and you're
in the
not,
rubber
and
room,
you're
yeah.
and you're squeezed out of March Madness content. You can come out here.
No, I think I'm okay. I'd like to go out there. Obviously, yeah, we had a good time in Chicago.
Yeah. Dave said that he was getting texts if he's a millionaire. Did you get any texts like that on Friday?
No, they know where I am in the batting order.
But all the talk about ZD and sauce and all that, no one was curious about how much sauce you had after three presidencies.
They knew.
Okay.
Did you send?
They know.
Did you send a text to the big man congratulating him?
I called him last night because I let the weekend go. Obviously, I called him last night to because in text, and then by the time I see him, when you say congrats, it's already late. I did call him. He didn't answer. I'll probably give him a buzz again today.
Nice.
Do you think he'll answer this one?
What?
Do you think he'll answer this call?
Probably not, to be honest with you. But he's busy, so I called late last night, so we'll see what happens. But
How many missed calls in a row before you start worrying about if you're getting squeezed?
no, none.
None. Okay.
It's more you're lucky when he picks up. It's one of those things like you were prepared to leave a voicemail for the girl. Like you already prepared the voicemail, and when she answers, like, "Hello, it's Susie." Like, "Oh,
wait, hold on.
You want to go to Big Uncle's tonight?" Like, I don't know.
You leave voicemail still?
Yeah, I like to leave. I mean, with close friends, but I left one for the lease guy. Hey, buddy, call me back. I left that.
I kind of think voicemails should be back.
Yo, you know what's back is the voice text. It's like people talk
Oh.
shit about voicemails, but now they'll just voice text you. That drives me fucking crazy.
I don't like that one either.
What, voicemails?
Well, either.
Nobody likes to talk on the phone. Jack McCarthy hates that I just pick up the phone.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Other than the text. Like, to me, 40 texts, I can tell you
The
what
whole
to say.
purpose of being able to make a phone call in the year 2023 is so if they miss it, they can see it's like semi-urgent. Like, I wouldn't call anybody unless like I was dying, and I
call
absolutely had to speak to them.
I call everybody.
Yeah, I we'll talk on the phone once in a while.
Ed does that as he doesn't like to have there be any record of what he actually said.
Yeah, that's true too. Even though
He's a
Big
very-
Brother is listening,
He's a very
nevertheless.
mysterious guy. Doesn't want things screenshot. He just wants to say it, have it disappear in the wind.
Yeah, that's why I just label my milk with Ed's milk on the.
Are you gonna
what-
drink that?
What I did.
I think you should have to have a sip.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, that's been there. I don't know who bought that. I don't know where it's
been there
I don't
from.
since
know
like
if it's milk.
Yeah,
Wednesday or Thursday
honestly,
last week.
I don't
It's been
know.
like a week.
I don't know what that
You can't
mystery
drink
shit
that.
is. Chap said it's come. It could be.
You can't drink that.
No, dude. I think what I would assume is one of these people just use it for a little creamer, a little top off. That's what it looks like for.
Why
their,
does it have your name
for their
on it?
coffee?
I mean, we're across the street from a Target. If
Yeah.
someone really wanted to have a little top off, you can get some half and half across the street.
I guess so. Lance, did you buy this?
I did not buy it, but I may know a thing or two how that got there.
All right, let's get into this. How did it get there?
It's fucking Hannah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of sportsbook odds minus 500. It was Hannah.
Yeah.
From what I know, Hannah wanted some milk. She got an espresso shot and then asked for like a small amount of milk to wash it down with, and they just gave her a whole freaking cup.
It's a big
And
cup
then
of
she
milk.
just saw it as an opportunity to sabotage you from the time you let her hair set on fire. So
It's fucked
Yeah.
up.
yeah, it's
I
messed up.
like Hannah, but I think her content's good, obviously, but did you see Rowan's impression of her the other day?
No.
No.
Where
How
was
did this
that?
not cross our desk?
I don't know where it was. He was doing the voice. He was doing like the raspy voice.
Oh,
I
was
thought
he?
it was very, very good.
Pull that up if we could do that. That sounds funny. What else you been up to? I see you're doing the college basketball interviews. How's that going? What do I get? What do we got to keep our eye on? I feel like it's like that time.
Actually, Rico, talk to me about the Northwestern Wildcats.
Oh, I have
Dude.
something on that actually, but continue.
They're good. The refs were shady. I gave out Iowa the other night. I thought Iowa would pull it out.
I
Obviously,
thought so too, actually.
friends with all those guys, but yeah, I mean, dude, you're like top 3 in the Big Ten, which is crazy. That league is wild. That like the top team, even Purdue has what 3-4 losses. Like the rest of the teams are at 7. They're in 3rd. That league just beats itself up. It's just one of those things. Like I just don't know if they're ever going to win a championship.
They're doomed though.
Who, Northwestern?
Yeah, they're doomed. They're
Oh,
doomed.
no, I mean, coming in second
They're doomed for one specific reason. Please pull up Darren Rovell's Twitter. Did you see what he tweeted?
I'm
Oh,
blocked.
he that's the reason you can root against them. But Dave, I'll be honest. I think they might have the chops to like be a really, really tough out.
I think so, too. They play fucking awesome defense, 2 really good guards, and they drill like 1,000% of their free throws.
And
Aside
Collins
from their
is a
big
good
man.
coach. He's a good coach. He just hasn't been there forever.
He's
you
given
know?
a lot of credit to their I think
You guys didn't see
Chris
this?
Lowry.
I didn't
think.
see it.
Is
Chris
his name-
Lowry from Southern?
No. Wait, big dude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. It's Chris Lowry from Southern. He was
Oh,
at
dude.
Wichita State. He's like a defensive guru, like
And
a
he was
defensive
at Kansas
coordinator.
State. He's like an all-time like bad coach. Well, from back in the day, it didn't work out, I should say.
But yeah, so he's given a lot of credit to him for like putting up defensive game plans, blah blah blah. But
He
he's,
tweeted. So here, like, I feel like we're going over this tweet. Rovell tweeted, and here's why I think that this is why they're doomed. He tweeted another big win for Northwestern, something along the lines of, and he said November, December, January, Collins. Like using, like, you know, people
Like,
say
yeah, like
March or you know
Like he's the
January,
king of February.
January, February, Izzo,
Yeah.
and he said Collins for February. And listen, I'm not trying to pile on Rovell. A lot of people do that, but
they have sneaky, like not even sneaky. They have the worst alumni list that you could possibly have.
pretty up there. For really
Ravel, Greenberg.
Greenberg, I don't care about. him
I don't like.
either way.
from
I don't
there
Mike
it
and
is.
Mike-
There it is. You see the tweet right
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
What? It's hard to read from here.
Will
What
Bond.
complete domination for NU basketball? October, November, December, January, Collins.
Why you would want to own February is beyond me. Did you ever see his of all the crazy things he did, the one shining moment, the night of the championship game, is still like, I gotta go take a shower now that I'm thinking about it.
Wait, hold
this?
on. Refresh my memory. I remember everybody bitching about it, but I forget the exact.
Oh
what
God,
he did.
dude! It was when he first went to a place that we probably can't talk about, and they're waiting for the game to start at 9:00, and he has a theater background. You ever see him sing Beauty and the Beast? So he's like, this is what happens when you have to wait for a 9:08 tip or a 9:18 tip, and he's singing One Shining Moment, like fully acting it out. It's bad.
Is that worse
And
than when he posted a full
the poor
murder?
guy who had to film it, like that must have been like time stood still for that poor bastard.
I hate to say it, Ravel's fucking right about that though. I think that was another Big T special from the draft. You can't start the national championship game in 9:18. You can't.
No,
That's
that
way
is
too
ridiculous.
fucking late.
No, you can't. You can't.
You said
The basketball game starting at 9:18 is brutal.
You said was it worse than what?
Oh, well then when he posted a full murder on his timeline.
Yeah, that was pretty bad too. I mean, he cut off J.J. Watt for the special needs thing. He's like, I'm not racist. I collect memorabilia
From from Rosa Parks or
Dude, he's
MLK
yeah.
or whoever it was.
Well, he's a friend of a friend. That Jeff D. Lowe said he'll be a groomsman in his wedding.
Wait.
No.
No.
If he did, that'd be incredible.
Him and Jeff are tight, dude. Him and Jeff are tight.
Dude, there's a place for a guy like that, though, man. Like, he keeps it interesting. He keeps you on your toes.
He's a perfect heel. But it's not even like he's trying to be the heel. He just naturally is, and he's awesome at it. And
that's why he's good.
The
inauthentic heel, like shit that doesn't work.
But like Ravel is the type of guy I feel like who needs to be in an office. Like he needs to be in an office where people are like can check
numbers.
him in real time.
Can you imagine taking orders from him though?
Oh my god. Oh, I do remember this, dude.
The ball is tipped.
Well, please.
And there you are.
I want someone to
You're
pour
running
bleach
for your
in my
life.
eyes right now.
You're
Is this
a
gonna boot us? Should we
shooting
stop?
star, and through the years, no.
That's
Brutal. You imagine taking orders from him though? Like,
No, but can you imagine him ever ascending to be like the boss of
No,
people?
you got to
Like-
be. He's
like-
this beta male, and I hate that fucking phrase, but it's true for in his case. He's as beta as it gets.
But that's one of those things where I feel like he's isolated. He's in that office in a video there where nobody else is there except for maybe the guy filming it. But it's like he needs to be in a situation where he can be like adequately bullied. Like he can be bullied enough so he feels like shame before he does something like that. But it's like if you're just alone all the time, I feel like you're perpetually
which
in
he is because no one wants to be.
I would not. I
an
wouldn't
emperor
want
wears
that,
no
though.
clothes situation because he's just like, oh, this must be a good idea.
You wouldn't want a normal Ravel.
No,
No,
I want
right, neither
Ravel
would I.
exactly how
Yes.
he is. I think this guy, he's content gold, dude. Like you could set your
I'm
watch
saying
to
for Ravel's benefit. It would be
sure,
it
but
would
like
be
I think
better
he
for
likes
Ravel.
it too, though.
Oh, he beats his dick
He's
to
an
it.
engagement nerd. Like I think he likes it too. You could set your watch to once a quarter for Ravel, like saying something absolutely absurd.
He
And
collects.
he loves.
He
Yeah.
collects
He
Rosa
absolutely
Parks
loves
stuff.
it.
And I think the internet and Twitter is better for it because you need to.
Well, he's a fucking Twitter pinata. Like he's there to just take a beating and then spit out candy for you guys. Like that's. But like if he disappeared from Twitter, like you're blocked by him, you miss him.
I still see everything that
Yeah.
I need to see.
What did you do to get blocked?
Yeah, we got to get into that.
So in 2004 or 2014, Northwestern hosted game day, and like I snuck up to the Coke Zero deck and like got on TV
remember
and
that.
shit, and I saw him and I took a picture with him. I'm like, I forget exactly what I said, but I started calling him a nerd and stuff. And
To his face?
no, it's just on
oh,
Twitter when I
okay.
tagged him because this was like pre-beef.
I
with,
gotta
like,
say
the
that's
kids.
kind of shitty.
What? Oh, I know.
To
Well,
go up and be like, hey,
Yeah.
can I have a picture? And then you take that picture and be like, tag, you're a fucking nerd.
I don't know if I said it in the caption. I don't know. We could maybe find it, but it was. I do think
It's a
it was
dick
a
move,
douchebag.
Dan.
Yeah,
It is a
was.
dick move.
Douchebag move.
You grow over 10 years.
That's true.
I remember when you did that, Dave. What? It was 2014. You went
Yeah.
on the Coke deck.
It was the worst backdoor cover of all time, maybe.
Yeah, you had a Viva La Stool
Is that
sign,
Ohio
right?
State?
Yeah, Ohio
Yeah.
State, Northwestern was covering, and we're doing the hook and ladders and
Yeah.
fumble
That's in the
Ruski
beginning
drill,
of
and then they
Van
landed
Pelt.
on the end zone. OSU.
That's in Van Pelt's montage.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And every single time, it fucking crushes me.
It is one of the worst beats.
I didn't even. So I left out. I walked out as soon as he threw that.
Oh, you left early?
The pick.
Okay.
The game was over at that point.
Wow.
And he threw Trevor Siemian, who's the Bears' backup quarterback now. He threw a pick and it was like
Nice.
fumble Ruski. I'm like, all right, game's over. I didn't know they didn't cover until the next day. I took a little bit of a beating that day. It was a bad night. My phone was dead. It was pouring fucking rain.
I mean, this is unbelievable. You want to talk about like he just trapped himself. He's been giving me shit since the Notre Dame game.
You left it. You wanted to leave at
listen,
fucking
listen.
halftime. Northwestern was down by 10.
Listen, let's give Rico the spot here to comment on this, okay? Because we are obviously too close to the sun. Leaving games early, Rico. When is it okay? When is it not okay? Is it always okay?
We were taught growing up, don't ever leave early because you might see something that you don't see. And then my dad quickly got rid of that when we were at the Harrisburg Senators game during Hershey Park week, and there was 7 million gnats just dying by the light or whatever these bugs were and falling into people's cups.
Ugh.
And it was a minor league game. Now we saw some good baseball there, like Vladimir Guerrero, Cliff Floyd. Like we saw some kid get drafted for the Padres who broke 7 bats, Matt Wisenant. You could look him up. He got to the show. Like good high AA baseball. Yeah, high level baseball. And we were like, Dad, you said don't leave. He's like, nah, tonight we break the law. I mean, I've dipped out. I tried not to leave, but I've dipped out a little bit early to beat the traffic. Like the Jimmy V in the second game, like that's late too, you know? So it's like, all right, it's 10 points with a minute and a half. Do I really want to get stuck on the stairs with 20,000 people, or can I dip out? Like, what's really making the difference?
Yeah,
I think if it's out of hand, I don't have a problem too if your team is getting their ass kicked and you just don't want to watch. Now you could miss like a crazy comeback, but like Chief, you go to you save up, you go to Notre Dame, USC, you take the flight out there. It's 35-0 at halftime, and I could see you being like, all right, I'm out. That, like, I don't know, it's acceptable. If you just go to a game, I think if you go to any kind of championship game, something like that, don't leave because you're never gonna. It's rare you go to those things anyway. Like, how often are you gonna go to a championship game? How often are you gonna go?
So he's talking. So I left early that game. I left when they were down. I think it was 10 with a minute left, and it ended up being a 17-point differential or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. I left as with like no time left. The game was already decided. We went to Notre Dame Northwestern game in Evanston, Chicago at Northwestern, and he wanted to leave in like the second quarter, and I literally
That's not true. It's the third quarter. It was after halftime.
Okay,
Like
you were talking about leaving in the second quarter. You were talking about leaving forever. And he's like, "Oh, the game was never in doubt." The Northwestern blocked a punt to bring him within 3 in the third quarter while we're in the Uber home.
Who made you leave?
I'm going to stand there alone at a fucking football game?
You know everybody there. You go to those games all the time.
That's not true.
You had season tickets where you had one ticket. A ticket for yourself.
Just to get into the stadium.
Well, that's what I mean.
Wait, you had years where you had one ticket?
I pay a guy who's got 4, and it's him, his
gotcha,
wife and daughter, and you have to get 4. You can't just get 3.
Gotcha.
So I buy the ticket off him.
Gotcha.
Every year. But yeah, that's completely different. You're trying to like trap me in this. That I left when the game was 1,000% decided to beat traffic out of there.
It was,
and we can talk Blackhawks game, that Chiefs preseason game. You guys want to leave after a quarter?
It was a fucking preseason.
Yeah, that's fine.
game.
But like the Bears left us tickets. We can enjoy more than a quarter. You guys are we left the fucking game this
and we
year.
Stayed longer than that.
The 49ers game, it was a downpour, so semantics. You guys are constantly
weather
you
factors
wanted to
in
leave.
big time.
Yes.
All right, yeah. What do you now you're throwing you wanted to leave too.
But if you guys want to stay, I would have stayed, and we are under the overhang.
Yeah.
We were. So we weren't getting wet.
Listen, my thing is I agree. If it's playoffs, whatever, like you can never leave early. But like you said, if there's a blowout I think it's fine.
It was cold,
what do you do?
sleeting. I had been in a fight in the bathroom at halftime. I had a girlfriend chirping in my ear about how miserable she was. Notre Dame, I felt, was in complete control of that game, which they were. They had one fluke play, I guess, after I left. I didn't see it, but they won the game. What was the final? They won by
31-20, I believe, was the final of that game.
Double digits, and yeah, I'm not.
The other thing, I'll throw this out there. You guys are all in the city, so it's a little difficult. So for me, being on an island, when you go to Citi Field, you got to go into Queens, right? Mm-hmm. When you go to the Barclays, you're going to Brooklyn. You go to Yankee Stadium, you're going to the Bronx. The same with the Garden, you're going into the city. Along all those ways, there's a lot of food that you haven't had or you get a craving or a jonesing for. So like you leave a Met game and we're up, Mets are up 7-0 or down 7-0 in the 7th inning, see Lazy Mary, and then you're like, all right, I'm looking at the clock. Like, this one's pretty good. If I get out of here, one, I'm beating the traffic, but also I could go get that burger that I really want, or I could go hit Rolling Roast. Like, I think that if you have a jonesing for food, that might make you want to leave early too.
Yeah, it's a lot different for you guys because you're basically on another planet.
Because it's one of those things you don't pass that unless you're going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're like, all right, well, if I really want this, if I just leave now rather than an hour and a half, in an hour and a half when I'm sitting in traffic, I just want to get home.
Do you agree
now
with that,
I can justify going a little out of the way.
Yeah. Corona Ice.
I never had Corona Ice.
Oh man.
What is that? It's like
New Park Pizza.
Snow cone?
Oh, yeah. My dad's mad about New Park Pizza though because of the shootings back in the day.
I don't think I know about that.
What happened with that?
He's holding a grudge.
Pretty bad. You can look into it. Pretty bad.
Yeah. All right, we don't got to talk about the New Park.
Corona Ice, I think Glenny's talked about before.
That's like Italian Ice at Queens?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He tried to take me there once.
Whenever we used to go to Shea, we'd always stop either before or after we'd go to Corona.
Really?
Yeah. But like Emmy Squared is along the way on the BQE. So Tom sounds like he's got good food in taste. I feel like he was raised from good stock. We might get along. I don't know him too well.
Yeah.
No, you guys never met?
Got a lot in common.
Next time you come out, I'll introduce you to him.
All right.
But here's the thing, too, with Dave. I feel like it's more so not even a game thing. It's more so you're looking for someone to tie one on with you. And when they leave early, it's like you lose your guy to fucking go out with.
Nope.
Do you agree with
Eddie,
that?
You knew that leaving that 49ers game, both you guys did, and Stark, Carl, you knew we were going to get shit on the internet for it, and people sniffed it out anyways. And we were under that underhang. We didn't have a fucking ounce of rain on us.
Yeah, I don't know why you keep going back to that one. I'm going back to all the games. I'm going back to the White Sox one where we recorded in the 500 section. And then after we were done recording, it's like, all right, like, hey, I stayed for like 5 innings. Like, all right, I'm going to take off. And then you were like, oh, what the fuck? I thought we were getting drunk. Do you remember that one?
I remember. In the last row of the stadium, we recorded up there.
I remember doing that.
No, that's a little different, though, because there's 81 White Sox games you can go to every year.
Yeah.
For one. That was early April. It was probably like 30 degrees. You don't give a shit about the game in front of you.
Yeah,
like,
but
that's whatever. But, like...
Was the Northwestern Notre Dame game on your birthday?
It was. And I still asked you to stay. You didn't.
That's a little fucked
tough.
up.
I got him a cake, though.
On his birthday.
I got him a cake at the tailgate.
And fucking wet shoes, dude. That was fucking.
Dude, that's actually the worst thing on the
planet.
Yeah, wet socks is.
Wet socks, dude.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I don't know how anyone could ever want to go to an NFL game ever again.
It's hard.
It's really hard.
It's hard.
I'll go out there.
I like the pregame. I love tailgating. A South Lot tailgate or a Waldron Deck tailgate is one of my favorite things on earth. Then you get to the Bears game, and all they do is piss you off.
Dude, even the same thing. I did 2 games this year. I did that opener, and it was a fucking monsoon. You know, we walked around the whole time with the wet shoes, whatever. And then I did one later, and I was in a suite, and I was still like,
Yeah.
Like, it's fun before, like you said. But then once you're in it, it's just like you could just watch. You could pay attention so much better. I don't know.
Yeah, you're missing the other game. I just think the quality of televisions now, like you're missing other games. You have a pulse on the league. Like,
no, a big game, playoff game, like, of course.
Oh, 100%. That's different.
Yeah,
we don't really experience.
It's also a standalone. It's a standalone.
Also, the way that I think of it for a big game playoff game is even if it's a blowout, you have to see the final pitch or final play or final clock striking 0 because you have to sync with the ship. That's how I see it. Like if
I could see
the Sox were about to get swept in the blackout game two seasons ago, like just getting their dick stomped 8-zip, I would have watched every pitch just because I need to feel that misery as a fan. Like, that's part of me.
You want to get that Stephon Diggs picture of you looking at the scoreboard, getting ready for next year?
Exactly. Yes.
Plus, you might have to do a video at the end and remind people of the franchise's storied history and that how much better it would be to go to bed a fan of the team you are than the team you're not. So
27 rings, baby.
Yeah.
27 rings.
Yeah.
I was just throwing out generic terms. I don't know.
So was
I don't know where you're going with that, Chief, but whatever you want, whatever pleases your vote.
Yeah, it's just regular season's tough, I think, in my opinion. Because even hockey, like, there's so many games, like you
Chief
said.
and I are going to the Hawks game tonight.
Ed was invited.
It's probably the 3-year anniversary of the nose bite, like right now.
Yeah, right.
It might be to this day.
I think you're right. Should we invite her too?
We can invite her.
I'll invite her.
Yeah,
I'm going to invite her.
Invite
I'll
her.
invite her right now.
Yeah, DM
No,
her.
fuck, no, I'm sad I'm not going.
I'm
You
gonna.
got better things to do?
No, I just can't go.
I think he does have better things to do. It's kind of rude.
I do not.
If only there wasn't like a hockey guy. That could
You
go.
can't go, or
Tom,
you
let
don't
me
want to go.
Would you want to go tonight?
Well, not now.
No.
Tom, how the Rangers doing?
They're doing great.
They're fucking losers.
Oh, yeah, you guys were going at it a little bit.
Oh, here's another thing.
We can save
And
that.
Rico, I want to know if you've noticed this or not. It might be just because we're Midwest Big Ten country. Indiana University, and this goes back to when Mike Penix was their quarterback, like when they had the pandemic year where they were, top 15 or whatever, and Purdue fans are almost as bad as Yankees fans. They
I don't
are
notice it enough.
so fucking insufferable. Like, and I know that not every fan is bad and not every fan is, picture per whatever. As a whole, those fan bases they are the whiniest bunch of pussies I've ever encountered in my entire life.
I don't think they crossed the timeline enough.
Yeah.
I'm following. I think you get generic people like that you're still friends with or local. Like mine is national. So
That makes sense. Yeah. It's
I'm in on those teams, but no, I don't know.
Not at like a microscopic. Both fan bases have been bitching about the refs since they played last week, and it's been days. It's been over a week since Northwestern beat Purdue, and Purdue fans won't let the refereeing go in that game.
I didn't know a lot of the ref names until, I'll be honest, a couple of years ago. The Big Ten, like really, those they know everybody on these games. And
I'm actually shocked that you don't know refs' names across the country.
They do make an impact. There's so many of them, Chief. They do. I knew the big ones, but they do make an impact. The Big Ten guys, like a lot of them, they think some of them it's personal. They think some of it's like the quality is down. Like the Big Ten officials, they get it from every angle, from different fan bases for sure.
Well,
Did you
it's the
do
most
you know who
competitive league?
The most interactions I have with now on Twitter is a guy named John Adams, who was the former officiating coordinator for basketball. And he's like 80 years old, and he tunes into the games. But like you'll mention something, you'll be like, another Courtney Green show, and he'll be like, what game? And you'll be like, John, like you have to send him the clip. Like you have to lead this guy to water. He only watches like Kentucky, and he'll tweet about his kid's high school game that he goes to all the time. You're like, yo, you watching Iowa Northwestern? Like Fran that was bullshit, that 10-second call. And he's like, no, I'm not watching. I'm at Colpic High or something. I'm like, what are you talking? Like, but he's the former guy. He doesn't have to officiate anymore. So who knows? But literally, I had a director of a Big Ten program, somebody like on the staff, text me, and they were like, yo, it's hilarious how many times you and John Adams go back and forth.
He'll just reply to you, like you'll be tweeting about a game. He'll be like, "What game is this?"
Well, I'll send them like if a block charge call, I'll send it to him. He originally blocked me. I got back out of jail. I was trying to tell him Bo Borowski is unfit to ref games because he was drinking too much water. And I was videoing. We were at the Iowa game. I videoed him at the water break, like chugging the water. I was like, "Look at him. He's out of shape." He's like, "Water," but he doesn't get any of the sarcasm either. He's like, "Water is a necessity." Like, I don't get this. Like, all right, John. Like, it's very funny interaction with the fucking old man.
That is funny. Speaking of which, when it comes to officiating, I watched an XFL game this weekend, and they had some cool wrinkles.
There was a few. I don't know if this is a new thing or not, but I saw you can go for 3.
Yeah,
The
1, 2, or
onside
3.
kick is fourth and 10 pass. Is it? There was a couple actually really cool wrinkles that I did like that I didn't watch any of the game, so I saw them on Twitter.
So they had when there was a touchdown that they reviewed, and they had Blandino on the call, and he walked through the whole thing, and he made the call.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes.
I like
so,
that.
Yeah. So like legit in
So it
real
goes up.
time.
Yeah.
You're
And he's
watching
like,
a guy.
All right. I like
Yes.
that. What else they got?
So that was the big thing. Was that the 1, 2, 3-pointer? The kickoff's weird.
Yeah, so like
and I
for-
didn't see enough of them to really understand what the point
No,
was.
so the kickoff, Eddie, you start 5 yards apart and you can't move until the guy touches the ball. You know where I could see that being played a lot, like move to, is youth, big time.
Yeah,
I could see that being moved to, especially you get a kid who's like really fast and not afraid to put his body on the line.
Okay, so they don't have like full steam ahead.
He'll smoke somebody.
Whatever.
See, that's not my XFL.
That's
not my XFL.
Yeah, I want them fucking tearing ACLs for
That's-
the ball on the coin flip.
Dude, like
Remember that?
want the kickoffs to be back how it used to look like a
No fair
a
catches.
Braveheart battle.
Yes.
where
Yeah.
you just run down as fast
No,
as you can.
I actually agree with ending that.
What
Yeah.
what
They
What a
are
pussy.
fucking gladiators.
What a
They're there
pussy.
for your amusement.
There's if they adopt that rule, the other rules I actually do like because it's like entertaining. If they adopt this rule to kickoffs in the NFL, there's no longer a place for guys like me in the NFL who just ran around and tried
Dave,
to fucking murder
There's
me.
no
no
longer
place
a place for
fucking
guys
ever.
like you in the NFL.
Yeah, there are the guys
there's
that
not.
yeah, there are
There
guys
is
that just
not
put
a
their
pla-
head down and go.
All right, then you should have
And
been
tackle?
in the NFL. That's what I mean.
I-
Like, there's no place for guys like you in the NFL.
Extrapolate my talent to someone who has NFL talent.
Your
There's
mo-
a guy
your
in the NFL
mentality.
that you and I talked about, Joseph Jones, went to Northwestern, never saw a fucking snap. All of a sudden, he's on like year 8 because all he does is put his head down. He's 6'4", 250, runs a 4.4, and they say, go tackle the special teams guy. There are spots like that. That's all I did.
Well,
I
if he
just
could
ran
fucking
around
light
and
up a
hit.
stock block, like he'll be fine. But I mean, this is
You want an
And
embarrassing?
obviously, that was a joke.
You want an
Obviously, there's no
embarrassing
spot.
admission? As a kid, when they first announced that the XFL was involved with WWF or WWF was involved with the XFL, I thought you would get like Undertaker playing middle linebacker.
That'd be awesome.
And The Rock, I was like, wow, these guys are going to play in the
Rock
fucking
played at
game.
Miami.
I swear to God.
that would have been
It was embarrassing,
even if it was just for a play,
Or if they were just the
Like-
coaches.
where it's like Undertaker's coming in third drive of the second half. Like look
That
out for him.
documentary was hilarious when they were flipping out about Saturday Night Live. Like just flipping out that the game wouldn't end. It's
Yeah.
fucking great.
That was funny. But there was that, and then the 1, 2. So I think it's from 3 yards out is 1 point, 5 yards out is 2 points, and then 10 yards
yeah.
out is 3 points
For the PAT.
for the PAT, which is actually
I like that rule.
a
Yeah,
cool,
I think
a
it's
cool wrinkle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was. I think it was the clip we might have just been watching, but some team was down like 18-3, and all the different rules from the XFL are the reasons they made a comeback in like the last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
They got to
Like
come up
the-
with shit like this for baseball.
The MAC should just do the extra point rule on conference games only. Like on a Tuesday night, let me watch a team go for 3 or 2 from the 5.
Yeah. That there's
Give it
no
to me.
reason. There's no reason why they shouldn't.
So they just basically
yeah.
don't have a kicking game at all anymore.
There you can kick field goals and it's still 3 points.
Okay.
But with no PATs. Like
Okay.
dude, fuck a PAT. Like
Yeah.
what a waste.
Well, that was the thing I didn't understand. Like, so the NFL obviously wants scoring, but then we're gonna make the PATs not as easy. Where does that add to like the fun of the game?
That was a Belichick thing that he was like, it should at least still be a competitive play.
Which I agree with.
I agree with
Yeah.
that too.
That makes sense.
They
it was
mess
like
enough of them
99.999.
yeah, now it's different.
Yeah.
Now it's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, the old PATs were just like
It was
that's
a-
when you got up to take a piss because no one
Yeah.
ever missed. But now it's like it's
That was
a little
different.
wrinkle.
Yeah, if it's a playoff game and that's
Yeah, I don't
30
hate
yards,
that
right?
actually. I don't hate that.
It's 30 yards instead of 20, what it was before, and like, you know,
How many could you make?
30?
From the old PAT spot.
I couldn't
Oh,
make
yeah,
one.
I think all of us could
Really?
just toe bash it. 20 yards.
I'm a bad kick. I never had anything with my feet. Never played soccer. Could never really get that done.
You can make it.
How many though?
Oh.
Out of 10?
Yeah.
I think anybody in this room would make at least 5. I don't know if I'd miss personally. We've all seen me.
That sounds like a good White
That's-
Sox Day
that's-
challenge.
We already saw me kick when I tried
So-
to take Cody Parkey's job. That
All
was
right,
good from 40.
let's set the line though realistically. So we'll kick 10 PATs. It'll be the next White Sox Dave challenge. 8.5, or you think you'll go 10 for 10?
I think I could probably go 10 for 10.
Okay.
But
All right.
all right, first one, who's holding?
Oh, I can hold, but we'll make it honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or we could try to
Two,
find
I
someone.
want my home turf. I want this at Wheatmore South High School. No questions asked.
Oh my God.
And then we go to Al's Pizza afterwards.
A quick challenge is going to take us
4 hours.
Yeah, it's going to take us 10 minutes. Is now going to take us 4 hours, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
But what? Okay, you got to go 10 for 10. White Sox.
No,
Dave
I
says-
didn't say that. I said I would
You
say.
think you could go 10 for 10?
I
That's
think
what you said.
I think I could. I don't think I will. I think 7 would be appropriate over under. Just the old extra.
That
So
sounds
20
like
total
you're
yards. Right?
sandbagging. You just said you thought you could go 10 for 10.
I think.
I think 8.5 if you think you're making
I'm taking
10.
3 off for my personal cockiness. I think I can do everything 100% of the time. And that's just
All right, we'll fine
Plenty.
tune this, but this will be the next challenge.
Yeah.
10 PATs.
Yeah,
White Sox
there's a goalpost at Lincoln Park we can go
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
At
We'll
the
figure
north
it out.
side too.
What do
so
you think,
not
Rico?
far.
Be our odds maker here. How many?
He says he's good.
The
You gotta put
original
it at
kicking
7.5.
challenge, you smashed.
7.5 would be the line. That would get action on both sides.
Yeah, I think that's too low.
Just put it at 8 even.
Nah, because then
I
you
think
tie
8. I
and
think 8.
ties-
I think 8.5 is
tying's
my
for
line.
Pussies.
8.5 is my line.
I think that's a fair line. If you're saying like, because I have the old Ukrainian Village ones stuck in my brain.
Yeah, that was good from 35.
And that was 4 years ago though. You probably have tighter hips since then.
I don't know.
8.5 is my line because then you got to miss 2.
I also feel like if he's attempting 10, that's like a very stressful motion on your body. I don't know if you could just walk up and hit 10 field goals.
LV2.
I would definitely have to do a couple. I would have to get a
without
sweat
tweaking
going.
something.
Yeah, I know.
It'll be a tweak.
We can talk about that if you want.
Those hips would be tight.
The world famous hand cannon I have attached right here. It's dying a slow, painful death, Rico Bosco.
How hard?
That was one of my favorite during COVID. I was putting up like mood, like it just people being usually angry or different. Like it was one of Bugs Bunny, like get me out of here. One of my favorite ones was Dave. It was like, I think I put like when you test negative, and it's Dave going fuck you 86. It's fucking unbelievable. Still an all-time moment.
Will you agree to 8.5, or do you think you want to try?
Well,
for
what's
a
the
perfect 10
punishment
for
for
10?
not
I'm gonna
getting it?
try. Yeah, that was my question.
Yeah, I don't want to punish him every time. Like, you know, if we're gonna
Yeah,
be doing
yeah,
these
yeah.
weekly challenges, I don't want Dave to always be like, "Now you got to fucking chug a gallon of
You gotta
blazing
drink
sauce."
Ed's milk.
Yeah, I don't want. You know what I mean? So, like, I
that's-
think that's
no.
for like supremely confident Dave. Then I think there should
All
be
right.
punishments for those challenges. That's fair, right?
Yeah. Well, I
Like
took
what?
that. I took that football home from our day at Notre Dame. Where you said you had a stronger arm than Tommy Reese.
Lance, get on the microphone.
Tommy Reese 48, Dave 50. It's a fact. We have it on video.
Unbelievable. Guy's the OC for Bama now, and Dave beat him.
Yep.
Congrats.
That was the
Dave.
football too. I can't really throw footballs very well.
A new football too.
Yeah.
Somewhat new.
Yeah. All right, we could wrap it up here. Rico, thanks for joining, man.
I do want to say this. Tune into. I'm sorry, I cut Rico off, but
no
I
problem.
wanted to get
Don't
this
worry
out there
about it.
before I forget. Tomorrow, Donnie Does and me, our Dominican series starts. It's going to be 5 videos. I think either 4 or 5. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So please tune in. That's it.
Rico, thank you.
Yeah, fucking tournament's coming, man. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, we'll be having you back a
We'll
bunch.
see you in
so
March.
We appreciate it.
I get to meet Grasso tomorrow, Eddie.
Oh yeah,
The guy from Bryant. Yeah.
the guy from where? Wait, say it again.
Guy from Bryant. They're playing it in Jersey tomorrow.
Oh no shit! Wait, is this the guy from?
This is the guy they won last year in the fight in the NEC. He's got the like grease back hair, Italian guy. And the stoolie went up to him and he's like, shout out, and he's like sweating. He's got his kid on his shoulder. It's the wildest. For a while, Big Cat said, stop posting this video. It makes my phone get a virus. He's like, I don't like this video.
That's great.
How's that St. Peter's school doing out there?
Great. They won the Island Friday. That's when I went and got tuned up with a couple of the coaches. It was a good time.
Love that.
Beautiful. And then also we should say too, I think a lot of people are confused. Thursday's show will be on YouTube, but it will not be live. I think
Because we'll be out doing the WSC Challenge like we were last week.
so. Yeah, so I guess that's just to clarify. So sorry if people are.
And that'll
confused
be
by that.
pretty much every week until further notice.
Yeah. What do you say, Tom?
That's just the schedule going forward.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, tune in Thursday. It'll be on YouTube, and then we will be back live next Tuesday. So all right, that's it. Thanks everybody. Go check out our St. Patrick's Day merch. We will see you on Thursday.
Thanks, boys.
See you, Rico.
See you, Rico.
Later, Rico.
Rico.